It's about every immigrant.
Under the sweltering heat,
He's been peacefully in this country for 25 years.
Melissa Chaudhry stood outside a barbed wire fence with her father and 2 young kids, demanding the release of her husband.
How dare you? How do you sleep at night? You have torn the heart from our family. You have imprisoned a decorated, disabled U.S. Army veteran in a wheelchair.
3 days ago, Muhammad Zahid Chaudhry was taken into ICE custody with no explanation. Chaudhry is from Pakistan and has lived in the U.S. for about 25 years.
And he thought he'd come out a U.S. citizen a few minutes later. I was far less confident, which is why I was up the entire night before preparing for this eventuality.
Chaudhry has been trying to get naturalized for years. In a joint letter from 2009, Senators Patty Murray and Maria Cantwell called for a speedy resolution, writing in part, his volunteer work with the American Red Cross and the Yakima Police Department, along with a service in the United States Army, has enabled him to make meaningful contributions to both his state and the country he now calls home. But Chaudhry's immigration history is complicated. In 1996, Chaudhry pled guilty to using a false passport and credit card in Australia. In 2000, he entered the U.S. to join his uncle. Soon after, married his current wife and applied for permanent residency. He falsely claimed he had no prior arrests. In 2001, the U.S. granted him work authorization, and he enlisted in the military and applied for a reserve position with the Yakima Police Department, again submitting false information. In 2003, the government notified him of intent to rescind his permanent residency status, setting off a lengthy legal battle, which his wife says has already been resolved.
He is trying to be the best human he possibly can and to not agree with characterizations of him that do not match who he is.
The federal government ultimately decided to not take away his permanent residency status, mistakenly believing that he was deployed overseas. Later in 2013, Chaudhry applied for U.S. citizenship on the basis of his military service. Federal judge rejected that, but he since appealed that decision. In Tacoma, I'm Christian Malderas, King 5 News.